Hello people, so One Piece chapter 937 has dropped mad early, so I might do a live reaction. And speaking of epic, this colour spread is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And any colour spread that has Robin, a close-up of Robin's ass, is gonna lead to an epic chapter. Zoro is checking out a map, I don't know why, since he's only gonna get lost anyway. And the title of the chapter is Gyukimaru of Bandit Bridge. We've got two names, Mama, so she still has a life despite her memory loss. And she's still riding that alligator. So I guess Otama and Big Mama bonding. The pleasures have all been defeated too. So the pleasures and the gifters, I'm guessing. So like I said, you should try and put the headliners to give them more shine, but whatever. That's not it. Really deflected that elephant. He did it way more gentle. Oh, and Luffy trying to perfect his techniques. That's picture yourself wearing invisible armor. The hockey you first showed me. So you're trying to use hockey without actually using armament. That's kind of cool. Luffy's trying to perfect hockey even in prison. How many more balls of Oshiroku have you had already? So that's Big Mom's reason for going. You idiot. Oshiroku is like oxygen for me. I've brought a ton of... Oh, talk about giving a red flag in front of Big Mom. It's my favorite. So that's going to entail a fight between Big Mom and Queen. We're back at the Bandit Bridge. Do not lie. How could you have met Ryuma? The soul of someone else was in his body. But, well, impossible. Ryuma, the samurai, lived and died 100 years ago. So we get some backstory. Aha! So that is the name of the samurai. So it's not Denjiro. So the million-dollar question is, who is Denjiro? He tries to attack it. He goes in with a swing for Zoro. I feel like you can never know a full value of Mito Shisui. A very long time ago, and Zoro just casually dodged, by the way, so that was obvious. Wano country was known around the world as the Golden Country. Gold. Craved it, and nobles wanted... Oh, wait. Is this going to be some type of Skypiea type of vibes? And he showed us his legendary strength by bringing all them down. Damn, the hype on Ryuma right now. So he showed the world that there are samurai in Wano. It is said that he cut down a dragon that appeared in the skies of both the capital. Is he talking about Kaido? Because if that's the case, this is one of the legends of the Ryuma swordsman. After his death, Ryuma was enshrined along with Mito Shisui, a sword god. Oh man. This is just music to Zoro's ears. It is a treasure of our people. I see, thanks for the heads up. Too bad. None of that really matters to me yet. I'm going to have you give Shisui back to me. Somehow things don't feel right if I don't have all three of my swords. So someone is screaming for help, and that just distracted Zoro. Because Zoro not paying attention to Gyukimaru. Comes in, Zoro still blocks it even though he's pissed off, but hey, can you not hit me when I'm clearly distracted? There you go. So someone help us, our lives are in danger. A woman and a child. NANI? Ooh! Is that... Well, would you look at that? So, wow, so I guess she is alive. Or aka Lady Hiyori. Wait, did she try to... Gyukimaru tried to attack Hiyori and Otoko. Zoro blocked the attack. Fool, our duel is... Yes, I'll get to it. Hang on. So Zoro, wait, is completely distracted. He's not even focused on the fight right now. Looks like we got another weirdo. So I was wondering who this was. So you, Zoro, are the criminal. Why do you come to the aid of this woman? Child? Okay. To wanted man, Kamazo, the killer. So it's a killer. Please save us. I will kill you. I will thank you in whatever way I can. Oh boy. Is that some type of pleasure act on the part of Komurasaki? Like, that will work on Sanji, it's not going to work on Zoro. To let a woman and child get killed in front of me. There you go. Of course. You got a deal, so there you go. So Zoro's going to have to put in the work now. So, finally, it matters not. I have been told to kill you, to kill all who stand in my way. Killing someone with a boss usually means trouble down the road, but you're already in trouble anyway. So Zoro looks Santoryu, 3 swords. So Komurasaki notices. So this is going nuts. So yeah, so Zoro got cut in the shoulder, and I'm not too sure people are gonna like that, but Onigiri, he takes down Komazo, apparently, and that is a chapter. But just that look at Zoro though, it's like, yeah, he's getting into it now. So I don't think he was being serious at all because he was being distracted from 9/10 of this chapter. So I mean, there's an excuse for Zoro right there. So, and then you still have Gyukimaru. Like I said, Zoro may be the one to have most fights, but that's the chapter, and this chapter was pretty cool. It was a Zoro-centric chapter, so what more could you expect? Then an epic one. One Piece is on the cover weekly Shonen Jump with Komurasaki and Kinemon, Momonosuke, and Orochi alongside Luffy. I'm pretty sure that's the Nida Kitetsu. But as the chapter went along, we kind of realized why that was. So, close spread, I mean, what more can you say? It's epic. The Straw Hat's chilling out. You got Usopp with the Viking helmet and the horns. Obviously a reference to the Warriors of Elbaf. You got close up of Robin's ass. And the one thing I kind of noticed is, if you notice clearly, the top that she wears, the shirt that she wears, is very similar to the one that Luffy or Lucy was wearing back in Dressrosa. So I thought it looked kind of cool. I don't know if those birds or parrots are a reference to the ones that Zoro was bickering with back in Skypiea, but the South Birds. Right? So this chapter pretty much starts off with Big Mom, Okiku, Tama, and Chopper on their way to Udon Prison. And I guess Tama and Big Mom, they're bonding over food, so that's kind of cool. And Chopper's like, oh, well, Big Mom doesn't find any, she's going to go nuts. And not little do they know that it was kind of revealed that Queen is not only a fan, but also he has an infinite supply. So you know Big Mom is coming for the Ashiroko. So we go to the prisoner's mine, and we come to find out Luffy's taking care of fodder, he's taking care of pleasures. And this is interesting stuff because it's like, this is not what Rayleigh did when he first showed me Haki. He is way more invisible, so it's on a different level. So he's trying to perfect the same level of Haki that Rayleigh was showing him before the time skip. So that's kind of Hyogoro overhears this, and he's like, oh, Rayleigh, who in the world? So I guarantee he obviously has a connection. If he had a connection with Kazuki Oden, you could bet your ass he has something to tie in with the Gold Deep Rogers crew, maybe Rayleigh. So that'd kind of cool if we get some exposition on that. It kind of goes back to what Luffy was trying to do back in Orchid Island against Katakuri when he tried to use the future sight. And as that fight was going along, he's starting to get the hang of it. So it could be the same thing here. I hope that's the case. Daifugo, who was previously one-shot by Luffy, who says, oh, let me back in there because I want to fight Luffy. This is kind of what I was saying in the previous chapter. Like, it's kind of cool some of the headliners actually step up to fight Luffy because it gives them something to do. Kind of cool. Maybe the headliner actually incapacitated Luffy would be the one to be taken down by Luffy before he busts out of there. Yeah, he's going to train, and by the end of this Act 2, he busted out of there, probably by Big Mom's help, especially with Ashiroko. It's like oxygen for Queen, and we know that's what Big Mom is fantasizing over. So it's kind of cool that Okiku and Tama are there as well in case things go south. Either way, we go back to the bridge, and we couldn't find it. It's the Bandit Bridge, where Yokomaru was about to fight Zoro, and I thought that maybe a Denjiro, but I'm guessing not. So the question is, who is he? So, mystery. He tries to swing at Zoro. Zoro just casually dodges, and there's obviously an effort, like I said, to make Zoro seem like he was struggling, but doing it in not with the samurai, but mainly with outside distractions. By the end of this chapter, Zoro was just casual throughout most of this fight. So attack, and again Zoro just blocks it with 2 swords. So that's pretty cool. We get some exposition on not only Ryuma but also his sword. Apparently the God Sword is referred to as. So let me read you this quote. This is one of the legends of Ryuma's swordsman. After his death, Ryuma was enshrined along with Mitio, sword god. It is a treasure of our people. The fact that he said that is foreshadowing, I think, Zoro. I thought it was going to be the Niga Kitetsu that Zoro was going to inherit. He's probably going to get that at some point, but maybe after this arc. But the fact that he just highlighted so much on Shisui, I think that's what Zoro's going to use. Maybe in his fact, because obviously we know it's a cursed sword, and the more Zoro has trouble controlling it, but Zoro's being pretty excited. And if you notice, it's our samurai in Wano. It is said that he cut down a dragon that appeared in the skies of the capital. So are we saying that Ryuma once upon a time actually cut down Kaido in dragon form? Because it's not hard to see why, because in dragon form Kaido's kind of vulnerable, because especially with Luffy, You know, if you go back and watch the Thrill of Arc, there is the same quote, the exact same quote that's been described about Ryuma when we see Nami, Brook, and Chopper encounter Ryuma for the first time, where it's said, legend has it that he cut down a soaring dragon in the sky. The very same quote that Gyukimaru made to Zoro in this chapter. So the foreshadowing on the part of Oda is crazy. And it could also explain why Gecko Moria was so invested in having someone like Ryuma in his crew, because if he was able to inflict a wound or an injury on Kaido, obviously Gecko Moria having a huge issue with Kaido for wrecking his ass back in the day. The hype on Ryuma right now is like if he got in the first place on his chest or his abdomen, so that's kind of cool. Ends up coming in for attack again. Zoro dodges it, yes, once again, and he's actually distracted before Gyukimaru actually attacks Zoro. He's distracted by a woman and child screaming. Distracted, Gyukimaru actually takes this opportunity to swing. But if you notice the way that Zoro blocks, even when he's distracted, it's just casual blocking Gyukimaru's attack. I just thought it was super badass, even though he was distracted. So that was part of most of Zoro's problem in this chapter. It wasn't the fact that he was overmatched. I don't think, at least. I didn't expect the distraction. I thought it was going to be a super serious fight. But Zoro wasn't going to have to go all out. So, no, I don't see that happening in this chapter or in this fight. And we come to find out Otiko and, more importantly, Murasaki, a.k.a. Lady Hiyori, are running towards Zoro. So that kind of backs up what I said. Obviously, Murasaki still being alive. Not a shock there. And it's obvious she got cut by Kiyashiro because you can see her arm bleeding. Kind of cool because that's how Zoro was introduced in this arc to begin with, when he bumped into Luffy, because he's actually protecting Osuru, if you remember. So that's kind of cool. It's from Kamazo the Killer, he's part of Orochi's gang, but he's a mass killer. Zoro blocks that shit, so no, you're not getting past that. So that's kind of cool. Pissed off because he's being distracted, but he's being thrown into an precarious position. Like, he's having to protect the girl, scythe as a sword, and if you notice, he has another scythe behind his back, so could possibly want Otoko dead. So the way she was introduced is kind of snobbish, but now it's like a character's being fleshed out. I guarantee you she's going to reunite with Momonosuke at some point. Komurasaki's trying to seduce like Zoro to protect her. So that was kind of funny. So that's like, I'm not interested about that. Sanji would be, but not me. I'm not saying no to some food or sake. And Komurasaki's like, you got a deal. And Zoro's like, yep, I'm game now. I'm game. Zoro actually attacks and Kamazo actually blocks. So with the sass, that's pretty cool. I guess he gets rid of the kimono, and Zoro's like, okay, I'm getting serious. Kind of like you throw on the bandana, but he's not. Thank God he's not doing that just yet. Gyukimaru, who's getting ticked off, tries to attack Zoro, and he obviously can't dodge both because Kamazo's attack and piercing Zoro's shoulder. On some Kenpachi versus Ichigo type of vibes, he just smiles at him, 3-sword style, and actually Komurasaki acknowledged the fact, oh, 3 swords. So that's interesting if she knows that. So there could be some interaction, maybe some romance between the two. I thought maybe with Kiku, but that's definitely interesting. Ends the chapter with Onigiri. I don't know if he's done. If that is, that's a one-shot, and boy, that's a letdown. But especially from an assassin from Orochi's gang, yeah, that's kind of a letdown. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to wait next week to find out if that's actually a one-shot. But just the fact that Luffy was training and Komurasaki being alive, which is predictable, but it's kind of cool to see, especially with the interaction with Zoro. It's back against the wall, but it's doing so in not from a combat standpoint, just from outside distraction. So I thought it was pretty cool. Let's see what happens next. All pretty decent chapter. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this review if you did, and reaction. Subscribe to the channel for more One Piece, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.